Welcome to 3 Minute Friday. In this week's episode, we have food out of thin air, $1 billion exit, 2 funding rounds, a new accelerator, and 1 piece of advice. Let's start with the funding rounds. First up is a company out of Finland called Cement, which used to be Sportacam. They raised 650,000 euros in order to take their service forwards. What they do is basically take any sort of broadcasting, such as Netflix, and put video commenting on it right there, right then. So imagine watching Netflix and then just seeing a comment from your friend saying, hey, this is what's going to happen in the next 10 seconds of Game of Thrones. Maybe don't click on that comment. But it gives you an idea to basically be more interactive while watching videos. Another funding round that we want to cover this week is a company called Take Daily, and they got a small funding round from Capnova in Denmark. What the company does is basically it helps you figure out which vitamins to take on a daily basis. All you do is log in, fill out a 15 to 20 questions questionnaire form, and they'll tell you based on your lifestyle what vitamins you should be taking and ship them to your door, which is pretty cool. I'll be signing up for sure. Now, the exit. The biggest exit of the week, and maybe the whole month. A company called Bambora out of Sweden is being acquired for 1.5 billion euros. They're being bought up by Ingenico Group out of France, which is providing seamless payment solutions, which is actually quite similar to what Bambora does here in Sweden. They have more than 700 employees and had more than 200 million in revenue last year, which makes it a pretty good and solid company that is providing an end-to-end payment solutions to any type of business. Going over to the Baltics. What's been happening there is in every country pretty much, there was a call for new accelerators, and one in Estonia has now been chosen. SmartCap and Credex had a procurement round for an accelerator program to be run in Estonia. There were 6 applicants and one of them was the most successful in the application form. The accelerator will be run by Mobi Solutions and Astract and will receive 4.2 million euros from SmartCap and Credex to make it happen. It's run by 3 really well-known entrepreneurs and angel investors who've done a lot of investments in the past, and you should definitely check out what they'll be doing with the accelerator. Now, the news that excites me the most compared to anything that happened in the whole world this week actually comes out of Finland. There's a team of researchers at the Lappeenranta University of Technology and VTT that has developed food, but not any food. They basically created food out of thin air. All they needed for it is electricity, water, carbohydrates, and a little bit of microbes. Putting it all together in some magical combination, they created a bioreactor, which was able in about a week to produce 1 gram of protein-based food. And that is fantastic. What this means is that if this technology becomes widely available, we will not have starvation anymore anywhere in the world. And the founders of this technology and the researchers behind them think that it might take just 10 years to make it happen. What is most amazing is that they don't need anything at all except the things that I mentioned, and they can be put in any place on Earth. Doesn't matter what type of climate, it can be in the desert or in the Arctic. So we may have solved the food problem, which is awesome. Last but not least, we wanted to introduce you to a little bit of an advice series that we're going to be running here at Arctic Startup called MVA, or Minimum Viable Advice. There's already a few videos out there, so check them out. But we wanted to include 1 piece of advice into this video as well, which comes from a Quora question that I got asked just last week. Somebody asked me, how do I pitch a business idea to an investor in an email? Which is a very common question that I get asked. Well, frankly, it's rather simple. First up, make sure you get a warm introduction. Find somebody who knows the investor, or who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows the investor, and make sure you get a warm introduction. Next, try to make the email as simple as possible and as short as possible. Basically, go straight to the point. What does your company do, for whom, and what's the unique thing about your company? Ask for a meeting or a follow-up call, and make sure you list some amazing properties of your company, such as cool advisors or investors already on board. And make sure you send in a teaser deck. If you want more information on this, check out my Quora answer in the comments below. Thank you for watching this week's 3 Minute Friday. Thank you, Evely, for your support. See you next week. Ta-ta. Boom.